Who's next? Well, it certainly wasn't Bill Goldberg. And what is next for CM Punk? It looks like a vacation. It looks like some time on the shelf as he pretty much wrote himself out of Monday Night Raw. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Here for your review. It was a 2-hour show, and I tell you what, you could definitely notice it. Raw has just finished 10 minutes ago. We feel a lot more alive than we normally do. Yes, it's only 12 minutes past 3. It's still very late, but I'll take that over 12 minutes past 4.
Absolutely, 12 minutes past 3 is better than 12 minutes past 4 every day of the week. I'm not going to say I feel particularly great watching Raw, but you know what? The show is so much better with an R shaved off it. No, I'm not saying we're going to give this a 10 out of 10. Far from it. But Raw, like this, building towards Netflix, is easily going to be the easiest watchable show of the week.
Yeah, just the way everything flowed and the length of the matches, entrances, promos, everything just felt like it was quicker, and that makes it better because with 3 hours, like, they were purposely dragging stuff out.
Oh, aye.
And I don't care what you say, dragging, just because a promo's longer or a match is longer, it doesn't make it better.
No, it doesn't. I think during this show, they pretty much included everyone on Raw that's been on Raw recently. I can't think of anyone that was excluded this week.
Now, Mercedes Moné did say that the women were, going to be hurt with this move, and I think we kind of seen that a little bit. We only got one women's match. It didn't last that long, and the face team all came out together, which kind of did remind me of the Divas era, where everyone came out with the leader's music rather than getting their own entrance. So, I mean, maybe we can see signs of that. Now, you said there was a few people missing, with no Braun Strowman, with no Bronson Reed, with no Judgment Day, other than a little clip of Dominic, Liv, and Raquel arriving earlier in the arena. So, I mean, with none of that. So, I mean, there was stuff missing, I guess, from Raw. And that's probably what's going to happen with a 2-hour show. But even then, they dedicated enough time, I think, to the main event. They shaved time off the Intercontinental title match. Because we know in the past that Jey Uso versus Woods would have probably lasted through 3 commercial breaks.
Oh, aye.
Tonight it only lasted through 1 commercial break.
And the match was about 3 minutes long.
Well, I wouldn't quite go that far, but it wasn't overly long. But I'll tell you something that was overly long. It was about 10 seconds too long, and that was the opening of the show. Sexy Red was there, and she said, "Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw," and of course she used her only talent, and that was bending over, shaking her ass for 2 seconds. And then that was it. It showed a package from Bad Blood, and Raw came back on, and she was gone. Literally, what was the point? It's a waste of time. I don't know why WWE are doing this. I don't know why they're getting Sexy Red in. I don't know why they're getting Cardi B in. I don't know why Megan Thee Stallion is doing the SmackDown theme song. I don't understand what, the whole fascination with these women in this rap music. I just don't get it. Triple H is the metal guy. Well, I mean, he's obviously not.
Triple H is the black girl guy.
I think he's had a metal bar cracked over his head or something.
Yeah, I don't understand why Triple H likes this. It's not like, oh, they're degenerates, but their music's good. Their music's fucking shite.
Nah, but I mean, just look at Sexy Red. She's a trashy person.
Oh, every
and
day.
She certainly hasn't earned the name Sexy.
I don't get. We have heard for years, right? Oh, you can't mention China in case they Google China, which I think is a valid point, but this is just hypocritical then.
Yeah, I just don't get it, why they... None of these women are talented, man.
And let's be honest, man, see if China was to come back, right, and obviously she's dead, R.I.P., but if she's just to come back, she's not going to act out porn in the ring. These women literally do that. They do what they're...
Yo, I've never seen Sexy Red make an appearance without bending over and twerking or shaking her ass.
Aye. And that's my point.
And they have this gimmick where they have to pretend that Sexy Red's like homegirls with every black woman on the roster. Like tonight when she's, it's like, me and Ava go way back, and it's like, yeah, you were on NXT, but other than that, you probably don't even know her. You've got Cardi B calling up Bianca Belair. I mean, Cardi B doesn't know who Bianca Belair is.
No, but you know what, though? I actually think that has got racial undertones to it, because
it does. It's like
every black person knows each other.
It's like Triple H. It's like McMahon back in the day when I think it was it Stevie Richards that told the story. He's like he was walking past and McMahon's like he had black tights on and Tommy Dreamer had black tights on. He's like, "You've got black tights. You've got black tights.
Make me money.
You're gonna be a tag team." It's kind of like fucking Triple H is like, "You're black and you're black. You know each other." I mean,
yeah, but there is differences. It's not like Sheamus with like those two Irish guys. It's like, well, that's very rare to see two Irish guys on a wrestling show, or two Scottish guys, or two Russian guys, or two South African. Like, why are we led to believe that every black rapper that comes into WWE is loved and adored by every black person in WWE? It's no, seriously, it's like, what, can they not all think for themselves? And the way you see political programs and agendas forced down Americans' throat, well, you can clearly see they don't want you to think for yourself.
Yeah, no, that's a strange one.
No, it is a strange one. I think it's pathetic, right? It's the same, but it's this. Just because you're from a country, right, or you're the same race as someone, doesn't mean everything that someone else does means it's going to be universally loved by that race or creed. It's fucking embarrassing. And we can see right through it. Other people cannot, though.
No.
Like, see, Ava Raine. She might not stand Sexy Red.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't stand her, to be honest. That's all that matters. But anyway, CM Punk, he quickly came out and... Did he redeem it? Did he hit a home run here? Did he knock it out the park?
Not really. Came out, I told you guys I didn't have a Hell in a Cell match in me. I'm banged up. I'm in tremendous pain. But I want to thank three groups of people. He wants to thank the fans, the people in the back. He wants to thank his haters because they've helped him make a lot of money. Then he says he hasn't seen his wife in 5 weeks. He's got a lot of flowers to buy. He doesn't know when he'll be back. But until he is, thank you. And it just seemed very, very lame.
Seems very, very pathetic. And again, is this true? Has he really not seen AJ Lee for 5 weeks? I think he's spending a wee bit too much fucking time down at the Performance Centre, all the young women.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. I highly... Well, it's not like the guy's been on Raw every week, so what's he doing when he's not on Raw?
Yeah, and he doesn't do house shows. This isn't back in the day when McMahon fucking had them running through the paces, man, doing like 20 dates a week.
I totally doubt this guy has not seen his wife in 5 weeks. And what's stopping his wife from coming on the road with him? Absolutely nothing.
He's fucking had Larry with him.
Anyway, is the guy injured or is he just taking time off?
You know what? I actually think this is the correct decision. If they've got nothing for him and we're going into a Crown Jewel pay-per-view, I think we need to let Drew McIntyre and CM Punk go.
Just maybe CM Punk doesn't want to do Crown Jewel.
Maybe he doesn't want to do this.
Maybe he's one of those people.
Maybe he's one of those people, but
I've got morals. I ain't doing it.
I think Punk or Drew needs to go to SmackDown. I just don't see how they can coexist in the same brand.
But yeah, no, it's disappointing that you get Punk back and that's him gone again. It's like, whatever happened to a full-time schedule?
Yeah.
There's this thing called a wrestling ring, by the way, and you can actually wrestle in it on Raw. It doesn't have to be twice a year on a premium live event. You can actually get inside the ring on Raw.
You know what we need to do for fucking Survivor Series? Bring back the traditional Survivor Series match.
Yeah, see, that's anyone who prefers War Games over Survivor Series matches are... You need your head
checked.
See
you losers out there that are going to mark out for bloodline, internal beef. We've seen it the last couple of blood games.
No, see Survivor Series matches. There's so many different, like, literally stories and dynamics that you can do it in terms of the odds. See the War Games match. It's the same thing. Oh, look, it starts 1-on-1, and then the next person will come out and they'll dominate 2-on-1. Then the next person will come out and they'll even up the odds for a bit while it's 2-on-2. The next person comes out, then the 3-on-2 with the advantage. And then that's it. And you can't pin. See the first 20 minutes of the match, nothing can happen. See in a Survivor Series match, you can get eliminated straight away. Just look at Mike Knox.
See the bloodline, right? Say it's The Rock and Solo and the three fucking jobbers taking on, the Usos, Reigns and Cody and fucking Rikishi. I don't know.
How dead's that first bit going to be?
Oh, that's my point. That match is so much better if it's a 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. It's because half the guys in the match are relying on But we've already seen these. We've already seen pretty much every member of the Bloodline in a War Games match.
I just personally think the War Games match is absolutely stinking. I think it's boring. If you want to do it for a one-off thing, then I'm alright with that. But personally, I'd rather see War Games get moved down to NXT. It makes
sense, right, in WCW because they didn't want to copy Survivor Series. They wanted to do their own thing.
No, but anyone, we're going to put up for a poll. I do not understand how anyone prefers War Games over Survivor Series. See, when they first had it, I thought, fair enough. You know, it's not been around for a while. They brought it. Well, it's not been around for like 2 decades.
It's the same with Hell in a Cell. It's a concept that should only be used when the match warrants it. And I'll admit, maybe an internal bloodline beef between The Rock and Roman Reigns warrants a big fucking steel cage match, but see, not the last couple of ones, man. It's perfect, like some of the ones in NXT, and then their gimmick where, oh, we have to do a women's one as well because we're doing a men's one. It's fucking embarrassing, man. Look at some of the great 5-on-5 Survivor Series matches that you used to get. Didn't need a cage.
When was the last time
just need stories telling.
When was the last time it was a women's Hell in a Cell?
Couldn't tell you. Anyway, CM Punk, he's had his last Hell in a Cell. It comes. Oh.
Seth Rollins comes out, doesn't really say much, looks at Punk, brushes his way past him, says that he's back, says that Bronson Reed tried to make himself famous using him. Well, buddy, 6 tsunamis later, and now I know your name. You want to be famous, big boy? Well, I'll give you your 15 minutes of fame next week. You and me, one-on-one, anytime, any place. I'll be expecting you this time. And then he gets interrupted by Jey Uso. Jey Uso comes out for his Intercontinental title match. Seth Rollins walked away looking pretty annoyed. I don't know if he was just trying to look tense for his words with Bronson Reed or whether he's not really happy that he's been cut off by Jey Uso. Because it's not often... like, I'm all for speeding it up, but Seth Rollins is supposed to be like one of the top guys in the company.
This is like his return promo.
And he gets cut off by... Now, I get it, it's probably because of time restraints and whatnot.
Yeah, but that's
when it happened to Stone Cold.
Did Seth Rollins need to cut a promo straight after Punk? I don't think he did. I think it was pretty poor placement. Again, he mentions The Rock, right? Oh, we saw the return of the final boss, The Rock, and they fucking booed that. These fucking marks don't know how good how good they've got at wrestling shite in our eyes, but it's like the fucking Rock returns and they're booing it. I get it. He's supposed to be a heel. Oh, he stuck his eyebrow up. Oh, is he on Team Solo? I don't understand why The Rock has been getting fucking booed.
But you know what? Well, he's a heel, isn't he?
But he's The Rock.
But like, that was like a needless name drop. Like, see back in the day, like, let's say Austin, for example, he would only really come out and talk about what was actually directly affecting him.
Right.
The Rock coming back doesn't affect Seth Rollins. So, like, it just doesn't really make much sense to me. Now it's like...
It's a cheap pop.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But whatever. Right, we get Jey Uso versus Xavier Woods. And you know what? This match didn't actually bother me because it was short. I don't have the official time, but it didn't go through 3 commercial breaks.
In terms of what we actually seen on screen...
It was probably too short, to be honest.
I'd say in terms of what we've seen on screen, I'd say it's probably less than 5 minutes. Obviously, the match was longer when you factor in the break, but... It was... I remember Rollins got interrupted at about 18 past, and the match was over at 27. So that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. Like, I mean, it was. You could argue it was close to too short, but I mean, whatever. I think this is what we're going to see with Raw.
I don't think any match is too short in current WWE.
True,
especially if it's on a TV show.
Afterwards, Woods refuses the handshake. Braun Breaker comes out, spears Jey Uso. Kofi tries to help Jey Uso. Breaker spears him too. Breaker spears Jey Uso again, and then Breaker goes to spear Kofi, and Woods was trying to help Kofi up, and Woods took a spear, and we just know that Woods is going to throw this back in Kofi's face sooner rather than later.
Yep. So. Breaker then poses with the IC title. What was this? What was the pish last week with Braun Breaker? I'm not going to spear you. You beat me.
It's just dragging things out into it for another week. That's all really that it is.
Filler, shite. But I mean, when would Scott Steiner, man, roid out his tits, be like, you beat me?
No, but see, some rivalries, they don't have to last that long, honestly. They can be... Something can just be from one pay-per-view to the next.
Yeah.
But for some reason...
but see the plan with Braun Breaker now, what is it? He's going to obviously lose to Jey Uso.
No, but look at what Jey's done. Look at what Braun's done with Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. It's been garbage, man. It's just been a series of matches.
No, I think the IC title it is so similar to the world title in terms of value these days. I mean, look at it. Sami Zayn beat Gunther for the IC title. Then Sami Zayn loses to Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker then loses to Jey Uso. And then Sami Zayn is challenging for the world title tonight. And he almost fucking won it. It's like, can people no see how like the world title should be up here and the IC should be down there, but it feels like the IC is honestly level, if not above.
Yeah, because the people that are challenging for the IC feel like they could just easily be in the world title picture.
Yeah. Like Jey Uso against Braun Breaker for me feels more like a world title match.
Now than Sami Zayn.
Yeah, and Gunther, but is what it is. Rhea Ripley cuts a promo. Or Raquel, we need another man / woman to interfere in this wee feud.
Aye, so I guess if this continues and Damien's still involved, there's going to be you could argue they probably should have done this a long time ago. I get it, maybe Raquel wasn't ready to come back or whatnot.
But what does it do?
Well, it makes it a bit more realistic now because if they are beaten down, it doesn't mean that it has to be 4-on-1 and 1-on-1. It can be 4-on-1 and 2-on-1.
Well, just dig it. Yeah, but
I think this feud should be over with.
I know.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
It's the same. It's the same with Drew. I feel like people need to get drafted to SmackDown.
But I think that match was yeah. I mean, that could have been a loser leaves.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, no. I mean, I think maybe for Rhea it would have been better to go SmackDown. But nah, for me, I think that match felt like it was a botch at Bad Blood. To me, they should have just had Raquel.
Partly it was a botch.
I think Raquel should have helped Liv win. Liv could have won, and then they could have just had a feud with Raquel and Rhea. Like, what? Well, I don't think it's not really no point of doing Rhea first again.
Is that the state we're at in wrestling where Raquel Rodriguez against Rhea Ripley is good enough to like warrant a feud for like what, Crown Jewel? And have a singles match with no title on the line?
Who knows? Braun Breaker doesn't answer any Jackie Edmonds questions. We see The Miz talking to Karrion Kross. This almost put me to sleep.
I don't care for The Miz and R-Truth. I like seeing the one in the belt at Mania. But these two cutting promos with this guy, if you didn't tune it, fair play to you. Your TV remote must have had no batteries left.
Yeah, Truth said they thought they were brothers, and Kross says Miz shouldn't allow Truth to get in his head.
Karrion Kross should stick to Twitch because at least he was making $50 on that. He's making nothing on this.
That's probably making decent money to be fair.
He probably is, isn't he?
Right, up next it was...
He shouldn't be though. Stealing a wage.
Sheamus versus Pete Dunne in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Wasn't bad by any means. I
think the title's cringe.
I get it, man. Oh, a gimmick match is a Donnybrook match. Christmas Brawl Street or whatever. Oh, it's all the same. It's just a no DQ match at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to build this up as a serious feud, but no serious feud has a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match.
Of course, Sheamus took some hits and stuff like that because that's what he does.
Yeah, but see Shawn Michaels, Triple H at SummerSlam, I will fight until my final Donnybrook match. No, it doesn't work. Bischoff's like, it'll be off the books, unsanctioned. But it will, Eric. It'll be like, it's going to be a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match, and Triple H is like, but it will, Eric. No, it doesn't fucking work. It's pathetic.
It's actually sad how good wrestling used to be.
No, but see a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. This is the sort of match that prick Jack Gallagher who used to come up with the umbrella would have as a piss take. You know who I'm on about?
Aye, him.
No, see this being portrayed as anything. This is like Kane and Undertaker having a fucking toy store match. It doesn't. It needs to be serious. I think this is the sort of match reserved for comedy wrestling. Like R-Truth, Jack Gallagher.
Possibly.
And then the whole gimmick is, don't call me Butch.
Anyway, Butch loses. He cable ties Sheamus. He still can't beat him. Sheamus kicks out.
Some unique spots in here.
Yep. Sheamus then hits a double brogue kick. Well, hits two brogue kicks, I guess. And
I think
then
he did a double brogue kick with his hands tied. He'd have broke his neck or something.
Probably. He does two brogue kicks. And then he pins Butch, and Sheamus beats Butch with his hands tied behind his back. And I don't know. I think Sheamus should be beating Butch, but if you want to have Butch win, this was the perfect time to do it. When the guy's got his hands tied behind his back.
I don't get though. Like all we heard for years was that Triple H loves these Johnny Gargano, Ciampa. He loves Butch. He loves fucking that other guy. What's the other guy? Not Pete Dunne. Oh, what's the other guy?
Ciampa?
No,
Tyler Bate.
Aye, him. He loves him. I tell you what, right? I know they've had tag title reigns.
No, he loves to put them on TV, but I tell you what, even Triple H knows that these guys ain't going to go far.
Are you not surprised though that these guys haven't? Like honestly, like what's different between those four and fucking Adam Cole?
Adam Cole, baby. I don't know, nothing. Anyway, Sheamus won. It was a decent match, no complaints. Kathy Kelly has a wee interview with Cody. Why is Cody here? Just simply so he can do a pose with the winner tonight.
This guy does not feel special, man. This guy, you could see at that match at Bad Blood, he just feels like the fourth wheel.
Yo, see if you were watching Raw in 2005, 2006, and Batista turned up with the SmackDown World Championship, you'd be like, oh shit, there's Batista for SmackDown. Holy crap.
Yep.
See if you're watching SmackDown and Evolution turn up and Triple H there with the sunglasses, you'd be like, holy crap. It would feel absolutely, and I don't know if they've ever done that, to be fair.
It would feel earth-shattering.
I can't recall Triple H ever turn. But see when the World Champion shows up on a different brand, you're like, oh well, there's Cody for you.
No, but I said he feels like the fourth wheel. Like the whole match for him against the Bloodline was more against Roman against Solo, right? And then The Rock turns up. He is a bit. They can force this guy to be the face of the company all they want. He's not. He's just fucking not.
He's a placeholder.
Yeah, he's just keeping that belt warm until they decide what the fuck's next. But knowing Triple H, that takes years, so it might be a long placeholder, but he doesn't feel. You're right, doesn't feel special, man. This may as well have been fucking. I don't even know who's a jobber, apart from everyone.
Ethan Page.
Yeah, this may as well have been Ethan Page, but
speaking of Ethan Page, he turns up. He wants to speak to Adam Pearce. He says a Raw guy cost me the belt. Pearce like, I didn't book that match. Ava did. Ava says, hey, I'm not on the clock here. Talk to me tomorrow. And then I believe someone says, like, what are you even doing here? Ava says, did you really fly to St. Louis just to, talk to me about this? Or was it Adam Pearce? And it's like, no, he's already in St. Louis because NXT's in St. Louis tomorrow, funnily enough. And then Sexy Red appears and she gives a big hug with The Rock's daughter because I guess that's what they need to do. And then she's all pally with Pierce. And she turns around, doesn't even know who Ethan Page is. Then Ethan Page walks off and just more promoting of Sexy Red. What does she offer? Why is she here?
Yeah, like, see when you've got a product that's, like, family orientated and PG and, we show the odd bit of blood now. This just, I don't get it. I actually do not understand Triple H and Shaw. I'd tell you what, see if Vince was still running the show and he was hiring these women, he'd be getting fucking run out of town.
Aye, man, people... Triple H is sleeping with Meechin. I know it for a fact.
Think so?
I would bet money on that, aye. 100%.
Or she's at least sleeping with someone close to Triple H.
And I mean, Keith Lee's a black guy and people are saying stuff about Triple H, so maybe he's getting one over on him. And I mean,
how much money would you actually stick on that?
There has been rumours for a while that Stephanie and Triple H's marriage is pretty much on the rocks. We haven't even seen... I mean, Stephanie's barely at WWE anymore. So...
Meechin looks horrendous, though.
I wouldn't be surprised if... How much money would I stick on Triple H and Meechin having an affair or something? Pretty good money.
Out of 100, like 10% chance?
I'd put a bit higher than that.
20?
Probably a wee bit higher than that, to be honest.
30?
I'd say there's I think it's about a 30%.
Really?
I know, I think so, No, look at there was like a period, there was about a 6-month period there where she was on every NXT and every SmackDown. And it's not even just she's on these shows, she's been successful in these shows. She's burying, Piper Niven, she's burying Chelsea Green, having to get screwed out of the title match against Nia Jax. She looks stronger against Nia Jax than Bayley did. I just don't see why Meechin is...
Yeah, but say the marriage is rocky, right? And has been for a while, then why has Triple H got the keys to the kingdom? Why is Stephanie not running things?
Because of fucking McMahon. There's no saying that. What do you mean, why has Triple H got the keys to the kingdom? What do you think McMahon's going to say, you and my daughter aren't getting along anymore, that's it, Triple H, you're fired? I mean, McMahon can't do shit.
McMahon's a fucking bastard. You know what? He should have given it to Shano. Shane's been pumped.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, why didn't McMahon see McMahon? He's as much as I like the guy, he has sold it. He could have just, even if Shane didn't have the money to buy him, he could have just gave Shane his shares to keep WWE in the McMahon name. But McMahon, I think he is a guy. I think he would rather the whole thing die and get taken away than just give it to his son. If I can't have it, none of you McMahons can have it.
But then why does he give it to Triple H and Stephanie?
He hasn't. Triple H is just an employee.
Yeah, but he's not really.
No, he is.
I know, but he is.
He's a shareholder. He'll have money. But I mean, see, at the end of the day, Triple H, see if he does something. See if a wee scandal comes out about Triple H, or they decide one day that we don't like the job you're doing, Triple H is gone. He's not got any say. See if they come out one day and they don't like what's happening. Bye, Triple H.
No,
you're getting replaced.
I do get that, right? Like Triple H is
Triple H. See at the moment,
he's a placeholder.
Triple H is pretty much no different from like an Eric Bischoff. Yeah, he might be the chief no, when he was a GM.
Aye.
That is pretty much the role that Triple H is playing right now.
Triple H is pretty much put in place by the higher ups.
Yeah, know the role Triple H has got. See the role McMahon had back in the day, the chairman of the board.
Aye.
That's the role that Triple H has got, but it's not real.
It's kayfabe.
Triple H is the kayfabe chairman of the board, but he can be kicked out anytime they want, really. So you don't think Michin's rise to glory, being on every single show, winning every single match is?
I think it's weird, but I don't know. Shawn Michaels could be sleeping with Shawn Michaels, Road Dogg, the whole fucking shebang.
Could be the entire clique,
well, not the entire clique. Half of them are dead. Well, one of them's dead.
Aye, one.
Don't know where I got half of them. Anyway, we've got. I mean, if half this could kill half of them, this sort of match. How many are they sleeping with in this match?
None. Well, I mean, definitely not many on the
heel team.
The heel team. I mean, I say that. I mean, only really two of them that are fucking
absolutely fucking horrendous.
That works.
Shawn Michaels' eyes must have parted like the Red Sea to sleep with Shayna Baszler. I'll tell you that much. But
you know what it is. I mean, let's say Shawn Michaels is in the ring and he's got a choice to sleep with Alexa Bliss or Shayna Baszler. He could be directly standing looking at Alexa Bliss, but Shayna Baszler's on the right hand side. But his eye is just like, it's derailed its way towards. It's like 90% on the. So he could be picking. He could be like thinking he's looking at Alexa, but his eyes are really looking at Shayna.
Wait, yeah, but
no, his eyes are looking at
That's a valid point. But where is Michin? Is she injured?
What do you mean? Where is Michin? She's on SmackDown every week.
Is she still on SmackDown?
Wrestling, aye.
Fair enough.
I'm going to assume you mean Alexa Bliss.
No, I meant Michin. I just can't really recall Michin recently. I mean recently. I mean like a couple of weeks. I haven't watched SmackDown in a couple of weeks.
She literally just won the dumpster match 2-on-1 against Chelsea Green and Piper Niven.
We need to look into this. I think there needs to be a separate fed.
She literally was absolutely dominating Nia Jax in the title match that she had.
And what's Keith Lee doing?
Oh, he
was backstage. Remember we were watching it? He appeared.
I think he's still AEW.
But he was on WWE TV. There's something dodgy going on there. Definitely. Right.
That marriage could be on the rocks. Heard that Britt Baker and Adam Cole have parted ways.
What's going on? Big fucking conspiracy at
Maybe
play
Tony
here.
Khan was sleeping with Adam Cole.
I'd say there's a fucking about 50. Adam Cole, baby. I got the bag. Adam Cole's bag. It's in my mouth. Right, what happened next?
I'll tell you what happened next. Really short women's match. Took a commercial break, came back. It pretty much ended. They had to share entrances. Just totally reminded me of the Divas era. But I mean, look at this.
Wrestling feels back.
Look at this match. I mean, come on. 10 women in this match, and how many of them are worth a damn? Know who I feel sorry for the most here? Selena Vega. I think Selena Vega's actually got potential. Cuts a really good promo, in my opinion. Attractive. Yeah, she's small, but I think Selena Vega's someone that I could see getting a push. You talk about someone that should be a women's champion. I'd put her next. I think Selena Vega's got potential.
She cut that promo like 4 months ago and it never went anywhere because mustn't be sleeping with Triple H.
The worst thing they could do for Selena Vega is put her in the LWO, because then you just become another minority, basically. It's a minority faction, nobody stands out. Look at the LWO. Nobody's... See, and people are saying, the Lucha Brothers. I can guarantee you, the Lucha Brothers could just come in and then who's those two guys in the LWO? Not the one with the mask. The other
Black
two.
Queen Wild and Jill Queen Phoenix. No, that's the guy in the Joker.
You almost got. You got Joaquin Wild and anyway. See, if those two guys got injured, right, or decided they want to go to AEW, they would just get replaced instantly by the Lucha Bros. See, in wrestling, and people say it was a McMahon thing. I think it's just ingrained into wrestling. See if you're like Latino, but look at the LWO and Legado del Fantasma. Look how casually they just switched.
Yeah. Honestly, if I had to bet my life on were they ever in it or how many times have they switched, I would be snookered.
No, but people used to just say, oh, that was a Vince McMahon thing. Vince McMahon being racist. I think that stuff's just ingrained into wrestling. Or at least WWE. Where it's like, if you've got like a Latino faction and two members leave or whatever, they'll just easily replace you in a couple of Latino guys.
Do you think Michin could be leveraging in a couple of years' time like Janelle Grant?
Maybe. No, but see if Michin got moved to Raw and Asuka retired, they'd probably just stick her in Damage Control.
Big Botox, plastic version of Damage Control.
They're Japanese, you're
Botox
Japanese.
Control.
They're Japanese, you're Japanese, we're going to stick you in a tag team. It's kind of strange how it works, like.
No, I think you're onto something there with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I don't know, like the fact that they're getting like Gulia and who else? Who's the other one?
Stephanie Fakir.
There's something weird going on.
CM Punk's doing in the performance set. Oh, Roxanne and Cora Jade. They're like my daughters, and he's hugging them. He's got his arms around them and all that stuff. And
I think that's weird, pervy fucking material. By the way.
Could be like.
Something going on. I think there's a big paedophile ring.
I don't know. I mean,
in the World Wrestling Entertainment.
CM Punk says, these are like my daughters and all that, but I mean, see if they got into the fucking changing room or whatever and those two started coming on to Punk. I mean, I'm not convinced he's going to push them away and be like, oh no, I don't. I look at you like I look at Larry. You're one of my kids.
You're one of my kids.
One of my ugly kids, you know. It is strange, man.
I think he'd rather look at Larry than, what's her name? Shayna Baszler. Anyway, next week Braun Breaker will take on Kofi Kingston. Brilliant. Anyway, main event time. It's Gunther against Sami Zayn.
No, but imagine they accused Vince McMahon of sleeping with all these women and Triple H is just doing the same thing. Wouldn't rule out.
No, I know. It's a fucking joke, though. No, it is. I mean, who's been the most vocal against McMahon?
Oh, I mean, take your pick. I mean...
No, but see a lot of the guys that haven't really been that vocal against him, right? It's like, they all know what it's like, though. It's all the same peas in a pod.
Yeah, it happens. I think it happens in any line of business.
Yeah,
you want to get to the top, you sleep with the guy who's at the top.
Yeah, and it's like, you seen the McMahon documentary and Virgil's talking about Pat Patterson grabbing his dick. It's like, he's like, who am I going to complain to? He's the booker. It's normalised. You know what I mean? That's just the way it was.
Well, I don't know. I think Virgil could have knocked him out, like, no?
No, I think Virgil could have knocked him out, like, but it's just... Fucking yeah, you're right. It's just that line of work. But let's move on to the main event.
I don't know if I agree with that Pat Patterson stuff. See if Virgil went to McMahon and says, here, get that to stop or else I'm going to do something about it. I don't think McMahon would want that getting out. Oh, my number 2 guy is going around bumming all the men. Or attempting to.
Aye.
It's just not a good look, is it?
No, it's not a good look.
Especially back in the 80s and 90s when it was like happening.
Yeah.
That could have been damaging the WWE.
Could have been.
Anyway.
But then you've got King burying Pat on fucking commentary. The Pat Patterson body shop, rear view damage or something, shite like that. But,
I remember that I seen a clip where AJ Lee was on commentary and King was like, she was talking about tattoos and like, it was like one that was visible and then Jerry Lawler was like talking about like the non-fit. I was like, wait, why? Where else have you got them? And she was like, I don't know if you know this, Jerry, but I'm 26 and I know that's way too old for you. And this was in like 2012, 13 when...
If 26 is too old for you, well, King must like it young.
No, remember that joke you made about Sonny?
The whole school,
He picks her up outside of school. The only time he gets embarrassed or something is when he picks her up outside of school and it's like, what the fuck? So, I mean, see if they're willing to acknowledge all this on camera. And then what are they doing behind camera?
Exactly. Anyway, on camera we've got Sami.
Michin sleeping with Triple H and Sami Zayn's putting us to sleep. That's kind of how it works.
That's how it is. Yeah, this match didn't do it. I think Gunther's fucking boring, man.
I like the first two matches, and I think that's because they were shorter.
Yep.
This match was longer and more boring and lasted through more commercial breaks. I think they could have had another segment or something before this match started. Is what it is though. Sami Zayn kicks out a Gunther's powerbomb at 1. No sells the powerbomb just to get choked out. I get it. Oh, the visual that he was left unconscious or whatever, but I don't know, man. See when you just no sell a powerbomb, they get choked out. I think it just takes away the powerbomb.
No, it does. And also,
I mean,
why does he get powerbombed and then Hulk up and then immediately just go into a sleeper hold?
Like, imagine Taker tombstone someone back in the day, and they literally just popped up, hulked up, and then he got them in the, what do you call it, that like rear choke that he used to put in.
Aye, the triangle choke.
Aye, and then all of a sudden they just start tapped out straight away. It's like a bit.
Oh, it would have been better because it was Taker, but
It would have been a bit anticlimactic.
see Sami Zayn trying to Hulk up like Hogan. Fucking hell! What's happened to this?
Anyway, Gunther wins, and then he makes his way to the top of the ramp, and Cody Rhodes comes out. Cody Rhodes and Gunther stare at each other. That's the match confirmed, I guess, for Crown Jewel, because there'll be no more title matches between now and then, and the show goes off the air. The show just ends with Cody looking at Gunther. I mean, could have given us something great with Goldberg. I mean, you didn't even need... Gunther could have won, and Goldberg could have just speared him. The match doesn't even need to happen at Crown Jewel. You could have had... Or, mate, here, could Goldberg return at Crown Jewel and cost Gunther? And is that an easier way to set up a Gunther match?
Maybe.
And does that kind of keep Gunther, protected or whatnot?
Fucking do Team Goldberg against Team Brett at War Games. Just give me that.
Were they not in the match? Are they
No,
just
they can be.
Are they the managers or something?
Brett can be 5th man in because if he was 1st man in, I don't think he'd last.
Anyway, guys, I think that's it for your Raw review there. I mean, it was alright. It was... You know what? I felt like, in terms of content and what was on the show, I don't think it was the best Raw we've seen at all. I think there's been Raws in recent months where we've got a lot more good stuff. But for me, like, the hour less made a massive improvement.
It did. It felt very quick. But again, it's like you look at SmackDown. It's just shit. I feel like Raw. But I think you'll notice that it's like if SmackDown went to being a 1 hour show, which I'm getting down on my hands and knees and praying, you would notice it just getting better. It cuts the shit out.
Definitely.
It's like there's no reason to see 10 different women entrances. There isn't.
Do you think if AEW could be a 10-minute show, it would be good?
Maybe.
Because they're cutting out a lot of the shit now. Anyway, I'll give it a... What am I going to give it? I'll give it a 3 out of 10.
I'll give it a 3 out of 10 as well, which is, you may be like, you guys said this was good. Well,
No, I never said it was good.
bearable.
I thought the match... I mean, it was alright. Like,
Put it this way, if this was a 3 hour show, I'd still be watching it right now. I feel refreshed. I feel
I'd
brilliant.
be giving it a 1.
Aye.
Aye, 3 out of 10, guys. That's it. We'll catch you for NXT tomorrow. St. Louis, Randy Orton, Sexy Red. Be there.
Or be square.
Go, we can.